Hello, are you looking for scholarships? You should watch this video, especially if you're looking for scholarship for graduate school, master's or PhD in the United States or in the UK or wherever you are in the world, or wherever, whatever kind of scholarship you're looking for. If you want to study abroad, you should watch this video. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So I'll be talking about easiest way to get scholarship. I've made a lot of videos. If you're watching this on my playlist, you should watch other playlists. So I kind of touched on everything that you need to know about, how to get scholarship. I started with the document you need, how to get started, talk about sending cold emails. I talked about how to approach the reference letter stuff. I talked about the mistakes you should not make and all those stuff. So watch the full playlist. I'm gonna drop the link to the playlist in the description box. So it's gonna be easy for you to, get all this stuff together. So today, I'm just gonna touch on the, things you should know when you want to, if you're looking for scholarship, and the best way to go about it.
Whoa, here I come. Oh, here I come.
Then one thing you want to know is that it's actually easy to get scholarship, whether you have a first class, or you have a second class, or you have a second class lower, or you have an HND, or whatever it is your condition. The tips I'm going to be giving you in this video are going to really help you. So I don't know, maybe you're in STEM or you're non-STEM program, STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics program. So, and non-STEM are all those arts and social science courses that are basically not STEM. So, the first thing you want to know is that there's an academic session. So, and if you're looking for scholarships, especially for international students, there are deadlines to note. So, of course, these are not absolute. But if you want to, for example, I don't know when you're watching this video, if you want a scholarship for, let's say, this is 2024, and you want a scholarship, you want admission next year, you should apply for, you start applying to schools latest by August, September, October this year, if you know that you want to go for scholarship in fall next year. So that's the way it works. Most people don't know this. So the application season actually opened around August, September, October, and closed around November 15. Yeah, although some schools open the application until January 15, and some schools open the application until February 1. In fact, some schools open their application until March. But you don't want to wait until that time. So start looking out for schools, and note that you must complete your application between August and November for the fall. Fall is around September, October, August, the next year. So that's one thing you should know. So don't come and say, oh, I'm looking for scholarship. You're desperate and you want to start applying by March. You might definitely not find anything, and you might get admission and you might not get scholarship. So of course, that's another thing. What you're looking for is scholarship, not just admission. So I did a video on how to go about if you get admission but no scholarship. So you should watch the video on the playlist. It's gonna really help you. But if you're really looking for scholarship, you want to understand that you need to apply early. The reason you need to apply early is because the school has a budget. For example, for this year, maybe they have a maybe, let's say, I'm just making this up, let's say $1,000 budget for student this year, and they want to admit only 7 students in the program, and a lot of people have already applied, and they already start checking those applications. They found great students, and maybe 20 people applied, and they already found 5 great students, and yeah, they already said, professors already said, well, I like this student profile. I think I can work with this student. And they started, sharing those budgets, and, and you're applying, late, it's difficult for them to give you funding. So that's the way it works. So there's a budget and there's always a plan. They know how many students they want to take, and they know the budget they have. They know the size of the classroom, the number of professors they have that can handle those students, know those stuff. So it's very important to apply early. Yeah, having said that, another thing you need to know is that you need to get your documents ready. You cannot, you cannot be waiting for opportunities and you are not prepared. So watch my video on the documents you need for a graduate school admission. If you're coming to the United States, you need GRE. It's not compulsory. You can ask for waiver. I did a video on how to ask for waiver. So you need your GRE, you need a high LTS, especially if you're a non-native speaker, non-native English speaker. You need, maybe your TOEFL, test scores generally, and you need your transcripts. Maybe you need your WES, World Education Services, and there's some other platform that do credential evaluation. You need to get all these things sorted out. And you need to make sure that you have your referees or people that will do reference for you ready before you think about applying. So those are the things you need to learn. You need to learn how to write a statement of purpose. It's not when you're applying that you start learning how to do that. Have your research interest somewhere read it out, and you want to be prepared. That's one way to go about it, so that you don't miss the deadlines. Make sure when they're asking for things, you have it and ready. Another thing people need to know if you're looking for scholarship, especially as an international student, is that the time to start sending cold email is not September. If you're looking for admission for fall next year, September, October is not the time to start sending out cold email. It's a wrong timing. The best time to start sending out cold, although you might get something, I'm not ruling it out that it's impossible to get funding. I'm just telling you the best strategies. The best time to start sending out cold email is maybe March or April or May or during summer. Now, before the admission season opens, you are already initiating conversation with the professors of your choice. So if you don't know about cold emailing, watch my video on how to go about cold emailing, what it is about. It's on the playlist too, so watch it. It's going to give you a comprehensive overview of what it is about. So you want to start sending cold email in March, April, May, or during summer. Start building a conversation with your potential advisor, or supervisor, or professor, as the case may be. Once you establish this, they already like you, they already want to work with you, then they tell you, okay, apply. Now, it makes it easy. They are looking out for you, you understand? And they are able to budget maybe a professor has funding for maybe 2-year project, and is looking for 2 students. So he's already budgeted. I have a student that is interested and is willing to apply. So he has you in mind, and he has you, or he or she has you in a budget. So it's easier for them to plan for you, not just applying randomly. So I always say that the best way to get admission, especially in the United States or Canada or in the UK, is to actually contact the professors, send them cold emails, and if they like you or like your background, they are willing to fund you. Once you apply, you are sure that you're going to get funding. So that's the easiest way to go about it. Although most people get funding from the school directly, if you apply to the school directly, most PhD programs, for example, always come with funding, especially in the United States. And also in most part of Europe, PhD programs are funded. So, but the easiest way, instead of casting your net into the water and thinking, okay, I might catch a fish, why not just look for professors that have that you have similar interests, and you're sure that, okay, this professor might want to work with you. Then it's easier that way to get scholarship. So that's the best way. So start thinking about sending your cold email contacting professors around March, April, or February. Those are the times you want to, before the application actually open. And then another thing you need to do is do your homework. You cannot just be applying to schools randomly. It doesn't work. It's just like applying to jobs randomly and expecting to get jobs. No, you have to be sure of what your strengths are, the type of research you are interested in, the kind of teaching experience you have, the type of the courses you do while in school, the projects, your research projects you have worked on, and how does this align with the program requirements of the school you want to apply to? Are there professors in that school that might be willing to work with you? You don't want to apply to a school and you're stating in your SOP that you want to, study goldfish. You want to study how goldfish interact in fresh water, for example, and then there are no professors that is even doing anything related to that research in that department. You won't get admission. It's just a waste of time and waste of application fee. You don't want to waste the application fee. So you must do your homework. Be sure that there are professors who are doing, at least 2 professors or 3 professors in the department that are doing something related to what you want to do. So those are the schools you want to target. And don't always target the renowned schools, especially if you have low CGPA. The renowned schools are targeted by the high-end student, but you want to target schools that are not very renowned, but they might have funding. It's always on the school website. So not many people know about these schools. Not many people are applying to these schools, and it's easier for you to if they need 7 students, for example, and only 5 of you apply, then definitely 5 of you are going to get the admission. So that's the way it works. So learning about these stuffs or doing your homework is pretty important. Yeah, another thing I want to talk to you about is that don't use a generic SOP in your applications. Don't. Your SOP should be specific to the school. The things that should be in your SOP, I made a comprehensive video on what should be in your SOP. You should watch the video. What should be in your SOP? You need to talk more about your achievement. For example, if you did a course during your undergraduate program, and out of maybe 30 of you in the department, only 5 of you got 95 or 90 plus, and you're part of those 90 people. Yeah, you can state it in your SOP that it's a tough course and you are able to achieve that. Maybe you represent your school in an external competition. You should state that in your statement of purpose and state how important this competition is and how hard it is to get it, maybe in your country or in your continent, and you are part of people who were selected. Talk about things that you have achieved. Talk about your teaching experience. Touch on the things that you think that can make you stand out, especially if you have a low CGPA. Talk about other things that can make you stand out. Talk about the achievements you had in your organization. Maybe you have work experience. Talk about the tasks you did that are very difficult to come by, and you were able to achieve these stuff. Talk about the money you saved. Talk about the leadership experience is really important. Talk about your volunteer activities, the organization you're a part of, and how important it is to your career and all those stuff. They're really important in your SOP. So, and talk about the courses you think you're going to take in this school. Talk about the electives you're going to take from other departments, and how it will help you, be successful in the program. If you are going to take an internship, talk about your plan to take internship and the reason you think is going to help you in your graduate program. Talk about all these things. It shows that you are somebody who has a good plan, and you know what you're doing. You have done your homework. Talk about the opportunities available in the department, their collaborations, and how it's going to help you, how it's going to support you in your program. And talk about especially things that can help you perform well in the program. For example, maybe in your work experience, you have worked with diverse people, and you are going to a country where you have or a program that has maybe an MBA program that has a lot of diversity. So this experience that you have in your workplace is going to help you, in your group discussion, during the program, because you have worked with people with from diverse backgrounds. So these are things that you want to showcase in your application that will help you win the scholarship. So everything you need for scholarship application, grad school application, is already on the playlist. So I'm just giving you as the bonus points. If you really want to get scholarship, these are the things you need to note. And if I think of any other thing that might benefit you, I'm gonna drop it in the description in other. I'm gonna talk about them in the other videos. So I hope you admission ready. That's my goal, to make your admission ready, to make sure that you get admission, you get your full scholarship. And I talk about visa application too, so you should watch my video. I made a different playlist on visa application, especially people that are coming to the US. So I'm gonna drop the link in the description box. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like and share with somebody you think might benefit from this. So see you around in other videos, and I hope this helped you. Bye.